All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and our apostles, the great millstone taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother Iwa Lumia from the GMS Chicago branch here in Chicago, coming back at you with another lesson. And Lord, and I hope it be edifying. You know, I'm just basically taught this lesson. You know, words can't describe how great the kingdom of heaven is going to be. You know, because what? Our people in the society, you know, us living here in America, our people think this is it. You know, our people, you know, describe this place as great. You know, but what? This place smells like shit. You know, this place, you know, carries a very demonic vibration. You know, this place, you know, it's just overall filthy. You know, a lot of people call this place great. You know, just imagine how the kingdom of heaven is going to be like. You know, we're going to have streets paved in gold. You know, we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments implemented, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth during our rulership. You know, just to name a few things. You know, the kingdom of heaven can't, you know, is going to be great. It's not going to be put into words. But I had just, you know, brought up a little picture. You know, this is just, you know, and just to say also, you know, us being in this flesh, you know, we can't perceive, you know, how great the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Because what? We're in this corruptible flesh at the end of the day. But I'm going to jump straight into the lesson. This is the book of Revelations 21:17. It says, he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of man that is of the angel. Let's bring up the chapter. Bear with me for a second. Let's jump to verse 18. It says, verse 18, it says, the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold like unto clear glass. Right, this is describing the kingdom of heaven. Right, with us being in this corruptible flesh, we can only, you know, think so far. You know, they's giving us, you know, Revelations, the 21st chapter, is giving us the description, but, you know, to be able to picture it, you know, in the kingdom of heaven in its full glory. It says, like unto clear glass. It says in verse 19, it says, and the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third of chalcedony, and the fourth an emerald. Right, it's just basically a city filled with, you know, different, you know, gold, as it says right here, emerald. You know, us being here in America, you know, this place is, you know, built with nothing but concrete. You know, the trees are dead. You know, nothing is flourishing in this place, America. But the kingdom of heaven, on the other hand, you know, it's going to be great. It's going to be on a whole different level. You know, it's going to be the greatest kingdom that, you know, to ever touch, you know, planet Earth. You know, even the kingdom of heaven is going to outreach, you know, certain parts, you know, of the galaxy. It said the fifth, Salakia. It says the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh schersto, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a paresis, and the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And Salakia, if I'm butchering the names. It says, verse 21, it says, in the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was with one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, and it was transparent glass. Right, this, once again, describing the kingdom of heaven. But us picturing it, you know, picturing the kingdom of heaven in this corruptible flesh, you know, it can't be perceived. We're only going to appreciate the kingdom of heaven, you know, once we're in those you know, those new bodies. It says, yeah, that was pretty much the point on that. But the kingdom of heaven is going to be great. It's going to be on a whole different level, you know. But let's Salakia. But let's continue. Let's see. This is the book of John 14:1. It says, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. It says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Right, the Lord's house is many mansions. Meaning what? We're going to own different planets. You know, us in our rulership, you know, the kingdom of heaven, you know, it's going to outreach the planet Earth like I mentioned before. Verse 3, it says, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Right, you got to think on the other hand, we're going to have those bodies also. You know, those those new bodies that's never going to go off. Because in those new bodies, we're really going to appreciate the kingdom of heaven, in its full glory. And I read back in the Revelation 20, the 21st chapter, how the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be, paved with gold. The streets are going to be paved with gold, and it can't describe, like I said, we can't perceive, the kingdom of heaven. We're reading about it, but thinking about it in this corruptible flesh, it's totally different, And this is the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to give us these things. And once again, I say, it can't be described how great it's going to be, which is to come on this planet Earth very soon. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 2:9. It says, "But as it is written, eye have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh have prepared for them that love him." Right, it says, "But as it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh have prepared for them that love him." Right, we're never going to perceive, what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has prepared for us. I read, back, the Lord is going to prepare a place for us. The Lord has given us the kingdom. Also the scriptures also say, we're going to rule these nations with a rod of iron. The kingdom of heaven, this is all a part of our rulership. Us being in the kingdom of heaven, us on our, these different planets that the Lord have created, the galaxies, ruling the nations with the rod of iron, which I mentioned. Our rulership, the kingdom of heaven itself, it can't be described, how great this is going to be, Yeah, let's continue. This is the book of Psalms 31:19. That's why we always say, Lord willing, we'll be part of the hopeful elect, be a part of the first going round, so we can really, firsthand witness the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, as the picture I showed you. Let me just show you the picture again. This is the picture. This is on a low level. Just forming the picture and things like that. What I read, back in the Revelation 21, it says, the 12 gates, was decked with pearls, emerald, the street paved with gold. And this is just thinking about it, in this flesh, how, the kingdom of heaven, is going to be like. But on a higher level, once we, get introduced to the kingdom of heaven, it's not going to be any words to describe how great it's going to be, our rulership as a whole. So this is the book of Psalms 31:19. It says, "Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men." Right. Yeah, we can't describe how great is, the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give us, to those that ultimately love him, which is the hopeful righteous elect, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee. Right, going back into I read how the Lord has prepared a place for us, and also, the 144,000 is going to be sitting on, is going to be judging the rest of the nation of Israel, So words can't put how great the kingdom is going to be, The water is going to be clean, the wildlife is going to be sprouting in its right, in its right form, Words can't describe, but let's continue. And also, we're going to have lots and lots of children. As the scriptures say, a little one shall become a nation. Loosely paraphrasing. This is the book of Isaiah 64:4. It says, "For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O power beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him." Right. It can't be perceived, what Yahweh Shem Yahushua, has prepared for us. Because us being in these bodies, we're on a low level, This flesh, can't begin to comprehend, what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has prepared for us. The kingdom of heaven, our streets being paved in gold, we're reading about it, Revelation, the 21st chapter, which I read, but actually seeing it, the kingdom of heaven in its full glory, man. And this is coming very, very soon, very, very soon. But I just want to bring that out, Lord willing, I hope the lesson was edifying. So I want to end up by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and our apostles of Great Millstone, taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. And until next time, why a Baba Ball.